The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Brady now on first down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Brady. There's Evans again, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with some?
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 19 yards away. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Succa. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Watch out now. 52. Right. Watch it. 6. Hey.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Lance now on first down. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Lance, man open, that's Deebo Samuel. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they get on to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Devin White, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Here we go. Claude red. Black shot. Yellow.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Drill green. 6. Mega.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Here we go.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They motion the running back out left. Lance going to try to throw for this. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Come on.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Wait.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So 3rd and 2. There's quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
45 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Black Ultra.
Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Niners have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Brady now on 1st down. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far. You know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Javon Kinlaw drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Succop's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Ready?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice one.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they'll probably allow a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing his Lance on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And he finds Tyler Croft. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's not critical about the gain there on second down. That's a positive play, because that's a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Lance looking to throw it. Able to find Gray here. And he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Throwing on first down is Lance. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Lance again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on second down. Lance. Right side, and he finds Gray. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Drill, 52.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Black shot. Go pink. Smash. Red.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Bucs are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
72. Sugar.
From midfield, here's Brady. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Hey, 66. Hey, go 66.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the gut, Fournette. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, check it.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. From the gun, it's Lance. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down, Niners.
Hey, go steal.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. McCaffrey following the penalty. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Lance back to throw. And this pass caught by Gray.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's got room.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They begin with a run by Fournette, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, Brady. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything under.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. Through an opening, and there he goes. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys are good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook.
On first down, Brady. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 28 yards. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
And incomplete on the deep ball. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Brady now to throw. And Braith, the tight end's got it.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
The replay, but I can't 'cause I'm streaming off my PlayStation. But that catch was crazy. Like, that shit was dead ass crazy, bro. But yeah, that's what I want to tell y'all. But
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
First play, first throw coming for Vic. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Here's Michael Vick. This one into the hands of Pitts. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, Vic. Touchdown! Alan Lazard. A 20-yard touchdown. And the 49ers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Ready? Crack 80.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off the play fake, Vic. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Ready. Back to 60. Back to 60.
4th down, Vic. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he will bring this one back. It's a... We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's the option going right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
Going for it with Sanders. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go play action with Jackson. On the move to it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Just rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job standing in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run.
He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll look to run with Gainwell. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Kenneth Gainwell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he'll go underneath here to Drake.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay from 21 yards away. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson options out left. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. They'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On the return, Jackson. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now a run up the middle with Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, it's Drake. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run behind center with Gainwell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They go play action with Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly,